Are you suffering from infertility and you want natural treatment for infertility? Parenthood is a dream for everyone, but nowadays we are suffering lots of problems in this journey. The biggest problem in parenthood is tubal blockage. I know lots of you know about tubal blockage, but still I want to give you a brief about it. Basically, this is a reproductive system which is a uterine cavity, this vaginal area and these fallopian tubes. When a female or a male consummate, at that time male sperm is released in the vaginal area and sperm travel in the uterine cavity and then enters the tube. Similarly, when a female ovulate, during that time period these ovaries release ovum and this ovum enter the fallopian tube, and this is the place where both male sperm and female egg meets and fertilize, and hence a female conceives. Now let us understand why this fallopian tube is important. Since this is a passage for fertilization, if there is any sort of blockage in this passage, you cannot achieve parenthood. There are multiple factors which can cause tubal blockage, like endometriosis, where endometrial tissue grows inside the tubes and create blockage because of the synechia and adhesions. PID, pelvic inflammatory disease, any previous surgery, any sort of infection post abortions. Now the basic questions which patients ask are, first, ma'am, can tubal blockage be because of any sort of abortion? Now answer is, tubal blockage is possible even post any sort of abortion. Although your tubes were opened earlier, but now they can be blocked even post abortion because of any sort of retrograde bleeding or because of any sort of infection which can be introduced into body post abortion because of lower immunity. Now second question, ma'am, I have delivered a baby earlier, so is it possible that now my tubes can be blocked? Yes, your tubes might be blocked even after having a baby because any sort of infection, whether it's vaginal infection, whether it's pelvic inflammatory infection, that can create tubal blockage, that you may suffer from such sort of infections even after having a baby also. So the issues which creates tubal blockage, you can suffer with these issues even after having a baby or even after having any sort of DNC or even after having any sort of abortions or miscarriages. So tubal blockage is possible in these cases also. So what's the solution? As per allopathic science, as you know, tubal blockage can be resolved with the help of laparoscopy, that is laparoscopic cannulation. Chances of success are very low, I might say 20% or 30% in cases. But how Ayurveda helps in this? As per Ayurveda, we resolve tubal blockage issue with the help of a therapy which has been told in our Sahitas thousands of years ago, that is Uttar Basti therapy. With the help of Uttar Basti therapy, we introduce some medicated oils inside the uterine cavity which goes in the tubes and resolve the issue. Issues can be inflammatory issues, synechias or any sort of adhesions, but these can be resolved with the medicated oils when inserted in a proper manner in the uterine cavity under all aseptic conditions, and thus you can resolve your problems. Why medicines are also given along with it? Because if you are having chauffeur, that is inflammation, if you are having adhesions, that is extra growth of tissues, if you are having synechia, that is blockage because of blood clots or some bleeding or any calcifications, then medicines also play an important role to resolve these kinds of problems. So oral intake of Ayurvedic aushadhis or Ayurvedic medicines helps to resolve these sort of blockages along with the therapy. So both have equal role. Along with that, we do Panchakarma treatment to detoxify your body, to open the channels so that the absorption of medicines increases and gives better results. So with the procedure of Ayurveda, along with Uttar Basti, along with Shaman Oshadhis, along with Panchakarma, Asha Ayurveda is resolving this problem for last 15 years and has resolved in more than thousands of patients. And lots of patients have conceived even after tubal blockage treatment. So if you are suffering from tubal blockage and you want a natural treatment, then Ayurveda gives you the best solution, which is totally non-operative, totally non-surgical and a natural technique to resolve and complete your journey of the parenthood. Have a healthy day. Thank you.